What is going on, Washington Commanders Nation? We are back with another video, and in today's video, we just got news that leaked that the Commanders will be attacking defensive upgrades more than offensive players um, for ESPN. And I'll read the article to you guys before we get into the video. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. This is a great channel if you're a Washington Commanders fan or even NFL fan in general. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay. So Dan Graziano of ESPN comes out and says the Commanders are expected to be aggressive in the offseason in pursuing defensive upgrades. Graziano adds that Washington is more likely to get aggressive for someone like Myles Garrett, as they want to maximize Jaden Daniels' rookie contract window. So we're really not looking for offensive players like a lot of people thought we were. I mean, people thought we were going to get this high running back, this high wide receiver. I mean, and while that still could be true, we're going to look for more defensive guys. And by the way, this is a reliable source. This is ESPN. And so it's just very good to hear, because I didn't really want to go attack all these offensive superstars and leave the defense the way it is. I think the defense, we need to get the D-line better, and if we could get a guy like Myles Garrett, I mean, that does wonders on a Jaden Daniels rookie contract. So we need to be able to maximize that contract like it says in the article. If we could go out and get Myles Garrett, that'd be perfect. Max Crosby, I don't think is going to be traded, but I would trade the world for him. We need to attack these defensive guys. I think we still need to attack a cornerback. Now maybe we draft one, or maybe one comes available in free agency. Maybe we trade for one. Denzel Ward has said if Myles Garrett gets traded, he most likely will want to be traded too. Now, if we're the team that gets Myles Garrett, we're not going to get Denzel Ward too, but I'm saying if, somebody else gets Myles Garrett, we could go ahead and pick up Denzel Ward, because it sounds like he wants to be out if Garrett leaves. So this is very good to hear. We're not going to be attacking those offensive guys like you thought. We're not going to be getting a top-level tight end, top-level running back. We will probably get a good wide receiver too, whether that be Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, maybe other guys, Garrett Wilson, maybe a lower guy, maybe a guy that's not, maybe we stick with Noah Brown, which would be not very good for us, but maybe we do that. Maybe we keep De'Ami Brown as well. We're not going to be attacking those offensive guys like you thought, okay? We're going to be looking for more defensive upgrades, whether that be at the cornerback position, even the safety position, linebacker position. Defensive line is just really what we need right now. We need the defensive line guys. Johnny Newton really didn't do much at the end of the season. I mean, he missed a few games at the start. He just really didn't do much, but I do see a big season 2 coming for him. And then obviously you have guys like Daron Payne, John Allen. What are they going to do in the offseason? Are they going to be traded? What's going to happen here? Because they have been unproductive for the past few years, and I'm tired of watching it. I think even Adam Peters is tired of watching it in 1 year. And then you have the cornerbacks. What are you going to do with Noah Igbinoghene? Are you going to re-sign him or let him walk? What are you going to do with Benjamin St-Juste? Probably let him walk. You have Marshawn Lattimore, who you're going to have to keep. You signed him to a deal that's more than 1 year. It's going to be a tough offseason for us to make all these moves, and on top of that, get all of them right. The guys you let walk, the guys you sign back, the guys you trade. You're going to have to just really lock in on that. And Bobby Wagner is staying next year, so that covers the linebacker position for another year, because Frankie Luvu's for 2 more years after this too. So that covers that position pretty much. And we also do have Jordan McGee, who we didn't see much from this year. He barely played, but I believe he'll be pretty good. We do have Nick Bellore on the special teams. He is considered a linebacker too. And so we have that that position covered pretty much, in my opinion. Safety position, kind of the same thing as well. You have Quan Martin, who's been very, very good. Really showed his presence last year. And then Jeremy Chin, the signing for the Panthers. I believe that has really worked out this year. That was a great signing. He had a great year. I loved watching him play, watching him hit. He really definitely had a great year too. So you can go ahead and say that Jeremy Chin is covering that position for the next few years. And so the safety position is pretty much covered, in my opinion. I don't see, how that would be a problem. The cornerback room, like I said, you're going to need to attack a cornerback. You're going to have to attack a cornerback. Sanders still obviously good. He's going to be here for the next few years. Really, really good player. We discovered a lot from him this year. Lattimore, I don't know if he'll be able to get unlocked, but if we can unlock Lattimore and get him back to what he used to do with the Saints, then we're looking pretty solid there at that position. And so it's really just an edge rusher we need. Edge rusher and one cornerback. That's it. That's all we need. And so if we can go out there and get that, which it sounds like we are, Dan Graziano of ESPN says the Commanders are attacking defensive upgrades. There is a bunch of defensive guys that you could get. I mean, there's guys that we looked at the trade deadline that you could get this year. There is just plenty of options. And you look at a team like the Eagles. They have Jalen Carter, okay? One of the best, probably the best in the league on the D-line of the Eagles. And you look at their whole defense. What are they missing on their whole defense? Nothing. They're not missing anything. They're not missing anything on that whole entire defense. Their whole defense is really, really good. So, and where are they right now? Well, they're going to the Super Bowl tomorrow. So I just really think defense is important. And I think if you can stack that defense, it would be really, really important. You just look at the Eagles' defense. They don't have any flaws. And they are at the Super Bowl right now because of their defense. Their offense hasn't been great, but they have had Saquon Barkley, and they have built their O-line too. I really think it comes down to D-line and O-line. If you can build those, you win championships. Because where are the Eagles? They're in the Super Bowl. But more talking on defense, I mean, they have the cornerbacks. They have the physical guys. They have linebackers. And they have the D-line. They have everything they need. And Brandon Graham's hurt. And they still did it without him. So, it's just crazy. Their defense is so good. And if we can somehow get like that with a quarterback like Jaden Daniels on a rookie contract right now, that opens up a world of new opportunities for this team. So I'm really excited to see what the Commanders are going to attack this year in this offseason. These defensive upgrades that are being talked about, what if they get Myles Garrett? Okay, what if they get Denzel Ward? What if they get other guys? There's other talent out there too. It's not just those two guys. What if they just make a surprise trade for someone? Like, it's going to be a fun offseason with the Commanders attacking a bunch of new defensive players. And don't count the offensive side out either, but we just got news this morning that the Commanders will be attacking more defensive players than you thought. But that's all I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Hail to the Washington Commanders. As always, thank you for watching. Peace out.